Hey there, stop. Stop what you are doing right now. If you are listening to this because you want to study more grammar, please go away. No, I'm serious. If you want to open a big, heavy book and learn rules, this is the wrong place. But if you want to speak English like you breathe, without thinking, without fear, and with a big smile, then stay. Because today we are going to talk about a secret that is already inside your head.
Wow, Knox, you are very energetic today. But you are right. For many years, I thought English was a math problem. I thought I needed to calculate every word, plus, minus, verb, noun. Whew, it was so boring. And you know what? It didn't work. When a real person said hello, my brain just stopped.
The frozen brain. We all know it. You want to say something simple like, I like your shoes, but your brain is busy searching for the past tense, the future tense, and the dictionary. By the time you find the words, the person is already in another city.
Yes, it's like trying to catch a bus that already left. I felt so tired. I was studying for 2 hours every day, but I couldn't speak for 2 minutes. Why is that, Knox? Am I just bad at English?
No, Leia, never say that. You are great at English. The problem is your map. Or I should say, you don't have a map. You have a list.
A list? What do you mean?
Think about your native language. When you want to say apple, do you think about grammar? Do you think about the letters? No. You see the color red. You taste the sweet fruit. You feel the crunch. The word apple is mapped to the feeling. But in English, for many people, the word apple is only mapped to a translation in their own language.
Oh, so I'm not connecting English to the world. I'm connecting English to my own language.
Exactly. You are taking the long road. It's like wanting to go to your friend's house, but first you go to the airport, then the supermarket, then the friend's house. No wonder you are tired. Your brain is doing too much work.
That explains everything. My brain was always buffering like a slow video on the internet.
Now, listen to this, everyone. This is the shocking part. Your thinking brain, the part that learns grammar, is very slow. It can only do a little bit at a time. But your subconscious brain, the part that controls your breathing and your walking, it is like a supercomputer. It is thousands of times faster.
Thousands?
Yes, when you walk, do you think, okay, move left leg, now balance, now move right leg?
No, if I did that, I would fall over immediately.
Exactly. You walk because it is mapped to your subconscious. You don't think, you just do. And today, we are going to start doing that with English. We are going to take English out of the thinking box and put it into the doing box.
I love that. But Knox, how? I've been a thinker for 10 years. How do I change my brain today?
It's easier than you think. You need to start building bridge habits. Leia, tell us about the first time you realized you weren't translating.
It was a very small moment. I was watching a simple cartoon in English. There was a character who was very hungry. He said, "I'm starving," over and over. He was holding his stomach and looking at a pizza.
I love pizza. Go on.
Well, usually I would look up the word starving in my dictionary, but this time I was too lazy. I just watched. I saw his hungry face, I heard the growl, and suddenly I didn't need a translation. The sound starving was connected to that feeling of a very hungry stomach.
Yes, that is it. That is mapping. You didn't learn a word, you learned a feeling.
And the best part, the next day when I felt hungry, the word starving just popped into my head. I didn't look for it. It just arrived.
This is the first rule of mapping. Stop using words to learn words. Use images. Use feelings. Use sounds.
But, Knox, what about difficult words, like disappointed or excited? You can't see an excited.
Oh, yes, you can. Close your eyes, Leia. Think about a time you were very, very happy because you got a surprise gift.
Okay, I'm thinking about it. I'm smiling.
Low voice. That feeling? That is the word excited. Now say the word out loud while you feel that.
Excited!
Again.
Excited!
You see? Now your brain is making a bridge between that happy feeling and the English sound. You are mapping. You aren't studying, you are experiencing.
It feels so much lighter. It's not like a test anymore. It's like playing a game.
It should be a game. If you are bored, your brain closes the door. When you are bored, the subconscious says, "This is not important, delete it." That is why you forget 90% of what you study in books.
My brain must have a very big trash can then, because I forgot a lot.
We all do, but the subconscious never forgets a feeling. You remember your first kiss, right? You remember your favorite food?
Of course.
Because those are mapped to your emotions. We are going to make English an emotion. But I have to warn you, there is a danger. There is a thief that wants to steal your progress.
A thief? Who?
Your native language dictionary.
Knox, you scared me. But why is the dictionary a thief?
Because it makes your brain lazy. Every time you look at a translation, you tell your subconscious, "Don't worry, you don't need to learn this sound. We have a translation to help us." The bridge never grows strong because you are using a crutch.
Like using a GPS for a road you know very well. You never really learn the way.
Exactly. If the GPS breaks, you are lost. If you don't have your dictionary, you are silent. To map English to your subconscious, you have to be okay with a little bit of not knowing.
That was the hardest part for me, being okay with the mystery.
But the mystery is where the magic happens. When you don't know a word, your brain starts hunting. It looks at the person's face. It listens to the music of their voice. It looks at the situation. And then, click. That is when the mapping happens naturally.
It's like a puzzle, and it feels so good when the pieces fit together.
Yes, and that good feeling is like a drug for your brain. It makes the memory stick. It makes it subconscious. So, here is your mission for today. Find one English sound, just one. Don't look it up in a dictionary. Find a video or a song where you can see or feel the meaning. Map it, feel it, and then say it.
I'm going to do that today with the word cozy. I saw a picture of a cat in a blanket. It looked so cozy.
Perfect. Cozy is a great word. But wait, there is a problem.
What problem?
Mapping one word is easy, but how do you map an entire conversation? How do you map the speed of English so you never have to ask someone to slow down again?
Is that even possible?
It's more than possible. It's the second part of the secret. I call it the subconscious flood.
The flood? That sounds big.
It is big, and in part 2, we are going to show you how to open the gates and let English wash over your brain until you can't help but speak it.
You really don't want to miss this. This was the moment for me where everything changed. I went from thinking Leia to natural Leia.
Get ready, the map is growing, the prison door is opening. We will see you in part 2 for the flood.
See you there.
Don't study the map, be the map. We are back. Welcome back to the show that doesn't want you to study. In part 1, we talked about mapping words to feelings, like a child does. But now, we are going to face the big monster, the monster that makes every English learner want to cry.
Oh, I know that monster, Knox. It's the fast talker. You are walking on the street and someone says, "Hey, how you doing? Nice day, innit?" And your brain just, it blows up.
The speed wall. It's the most common problem for A2 and B1 learners. You understand the words when they are slow. You understand your teacher. But when you watch a movie or listen to a real podcast, it feels like a big wave of water hitting your face. You can't catch the words.
Exactly. It's like trying to catch raindrops with a small cup. You get a little bit, but most of it is lost. I used to get so angry at myself. I would think, Leia, why are you so slow?
But you weren't slow, Leia. Your thinking brain was slow. Remember what we said? The conscious brain is like a turtle, but the subconscious brain, it's a dolphin. It loves the water. It loves the wave.
So, how do we give the wave to the dolphin?
We use the subconscious flood. Most learners try to understand 100% of the words. They listen, they hear a word they don't know, and they stop. They think, wait, what was that word? And while they're thinking, the speaker has already said 10 more sentences.
That was me. I was always stuck on the first sentence while the speaker was finishing the story.
You were trying to build the map while you were driving at 100 kilometers per hour. That is impossible. The flood is different. In the flood, we don't care about the words. We only care about the music of the English.
The music? Knox, I want to learn English, not how to sing.
But English is a song. It has a rhythm. It has up sounds and down sounds. It has long parts and short parts. When you listen to a song in a language you don't know, you can still feel the emotion, right?
Yes, I love Italian songs, and I don't speak a word of Italian. I can feel if the singer is sad or happy.
Exactly. Your subconscious is mapping the emotion and the rhythm. This is the secret for your English relaunch. You need to listen to a lot of English, maybe 30 minutes a day, where you only understand 20% or 30%.
20%? But Knox, that feels like I'm failing. My teacher said I should understand everything.
Your teacher wanted you to pass a test. I want you to have a mapped brain. When you listen to English that is too fast or too difficult, you are telling your subconscious, hey, wake up. This is the new world. Get used to the speed.
So it's like training for a marathon. You don't start by running slow every day. Sometimes you have to run fast to push your heart.
Yes, you are pushing your listening heart. If you only listen to slow English for beginners, your subconscious stays lazy. It says, oh, this is easy. I don't need to work. But when the flood starts, you push your brain to make new bridges very fast.
Okay, I want to try the flood, but do I have to sit and look at the wall for 30 minutes?
No, that would be boring. And remember the rule. If you're bored, the door is locked. No, you do the flood while you are doing other things, washing the dishes, walking in the park, or even just sitting on the bus.
So I just let the English wash over me like a shower.
Precisely. You don't try to translate. You don't try to learn. You just let your ears hear the sounds. After a week of this, a magic thing happens.
A magic thing?
You start to hear the spaces between the words. At first, fast English sounds like one long, scary word. What are you going to do about it? But after the flood, your subconscious maps the rhythm. Suddenly, you hear, what are you gonna do about it?
I remember that. It happened to me after I listened to a lot of English stories. One day I was listening to the radio, and it felt like the speaker slowed down. But they didn't slow down. My brain just got faster.
Yes, your subconscious supercomputer finally finished the map. It recognized the music of the sentence, so it didn't have to work so hard. But there's a mistake people make. They try to focus with their eyes. They squint their eyes and get a headache because they want to see the words.
I used to do that. I looked like I was trying to lift a heavy car with my mind.
And when you do that, you use your thinking brain, and the thinking brain is too slow for the wave. You have to relax. You have to be like a cat. A cat doesn't try to hear a bird. It just hears it.
I like that. Be the cat.
Be the cat. When you listen to the flood, just relax. If you understand a word, great. If you don't, it doesn't matter. The sound is still entering your subconscious. It is still being mapped. You are teaching your brain that English is normal.
That's the key, isn't it? Many of us feel like English is a guest in our heads. It's a stranger. We feel nervous when it arrives.
Exactly. But with the flood, English becomes like the air. It's always there. It's not a lesson. It's just sound. And when English is just sound, the fear goes away. I felt so much more confident after I did this. I wasn't afraid of fast talkers anymore. I would just smile and ride the wave. And this is why we use stories for this channel. A story has a rhythm. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It has feelings. Your subconscious loves stories. It maps the language of the story much faster than a list of 100 common verbs.
Oh, please, no more verb lists. I'm going to have a nightmare.
No verb lists here. Only the flood. Only the music.
So, Knox, if I do the flood and I map the sounds, will I finally be able to speak fast too?
Ah, that is a different secret. You see, your ears are the input, your mouth is the output. The ears build the map, but the mouth has to learn how to drive on the map.
Ah, so I can have a perfect map, but still be a bad driver?
Yes, many people can understand everything, but when they try to speak, their mouth feels heavy. It feels like they have stones in their mouth.
Yes, that was me. I knew the answer, but my tongue was too slow. It was so frustrating.
That is because your subconscious knows the sounds, but your muscles don't. Your mouth is like a dancer that hasn't practiced the steps yet.
So, how do we practice the steps without going back to boring school?
We use a technique that I call the mirror method. It's not just talking to yourself. It's a way to steal the voice of a native speaker and put it into your own mouth.
Stealing a voice? That sounds like a movie.
It's better than a movie. It's the fastest way to kill the toddler voice and start sounding like a genius.
Guys, if you are tired of your mouth feeling slow and heavy, you have to hear this. Part 3 is where we stop being listeners and start being speakers.
But first, you have to survive the flood. Go find a podcast or a story that is a little bit too fast for you. Listen for 15 minutes today. Don't translate, just be the cat.
I'm going to go be a cat right now. Purr.
Good, because in part 3, we are going to look in the mirror and change your life.
Are we going to talk about the shadowing secret too?
Oh yes, the shadowing secret is the fuel for the car. We have the map, we have the car, now we need to drive.
Don't go anywhere. The best part of the map is just ahead.
Ride the wave, open the gates. We'll see you in part 3 for the mirror method.
Goodbye, flood. Hello, mirror.
Listen to the music, not the words. Stop. I want you to go to your bathroom right now. No, really. Stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself. Do you see that person? That person is a genius in their own language, but for some reason, they feel like a toddler in English. Today, we're going to change that. We are going to stop being afraid of the person in the mirror.
Knox, you are making everyone go to the bathroom. But you were right. For a long time, I hated looking in the mirror when I spoke English. I looked weird. My mouth was moving in strange ways, and I looked like I was in pain. Ugh.
That is because your mouth was fighting the language. Most English learners try to speak with their native mouth. They use the same muscles they use for their own language. But English is a different dance. If you try to do the tango while the music is playing salsa, you're going to fall down.
Oh, so that's why my face felt so tired after a 5-minute conversation. I was using the wrong muscles.
Clapping, exactly. Your brain has the map now because of the flood we talked about in part 2, but your mouth is still using the old map. To speak like a genius, you have to steal the physical movements of a native speaker, and the best place to do that is in the mirror.
Okay, I'm at the mirror. Now what? Do I just say hello to myself?
No, you need to become an actor. Find a short video of a native speaker you like, maybe a story from this channel. Watch their mouth. How do they say R? How do they say th? Don't look at the subtitles. Look at their lips. Then look at your own lips in the mirror. Try to copy the shape.
It's like a game of follow the leader. I remember doing this with the word beautiful. In my language, my mouth stays very small, but in English, the O part is big and round. When I saw myself doing it in the mirror, it finally felt real.
Yes, that is the secret. When you see yourself making the right shapes, your subconscious says, "Oh, I can do this. I look like a native speaker." It builds a bridge between the sound in your ears and the muscles in your face.
And it's not just about the mouth, right? It's about the eyes and the hands, too.
100%. English is a whole body experience. If you speak English while looking sad and stiff, it won't feel subconscious. You have to act confident until you feel confident. I call this the subconscious persona.
I love that. My English Leia is much more expressive than my normal Leia. She uses her hands a lot.
But Leia, tell us the truth. When you first started, did you feel stupid?
Softly. Every single day. I felt like a toddler. I knew I had big thoughts, but I only had small words. It was like being a prisoner in my own head. I was afraid that if I made a mistake, people would think I was not smart.
That is the toddler voice trap, and the mirror is the only way to kill it. When you speak to yourself in the mirror, there is no one to judge you. You can make mistakes. You can look silly. You can say the same sentence 10 times until it feels smooth. Smooth.
That was the best part. The mirror didn't laugh at me. It just waited for me to get it right. And once I felt smooth in the mirror, I wasn't afraid to speak to real people.
Now let's talk about the fuel for the car. We have the map, listening, and the driver, the mirror. Now we need the speed. We need shadowing.
Oh, I love shadowing. But it was very hard at first.
Most people do it wrong. They try to repeat the whole sentence after the speaker stops. That is just a memory test. Real shadowing is like being a shadow. You speak at the same time as the speaker. You are only 1 second behind them.
Oh, it feels like you're singing a song with a friend. You follow their speed, their emotion, and their pauses.
Clapping, yes. When you shadow, you are borrowing the native speaker's brain. You don't have time to think about grammar. You don't have time to translate. You only have time to copy. And when you copy their rhythm, your subconscious starts to map the flow of English.
I noticed that when I shadowed your stories, Knox, I started to use chunks of words. I didn't say, I want to go to the store. I said, I want to go to the store, as one big sound.
Exactly. That is a language chunk. A native speaker doesn't speak in words, we speak in chunks. Your subconscious loves chunks because they are easy to remember. Shadowing forces your mouth to learn these chunks.
But Knox, I'm busy. I have things to do. How much time do I need for the mirror and shadowing?
Smiling. 5 minutes.
Shocked. Only 5 minutes?
Serious tone. If you do it for 1 hour once a week, it won't work. But if you do it for 5 minutes every single day, your brain will change forever. Your subconscious needs consistency, not intensity.
Smiling. I started doing it while I was making my coffee. I would listen to a short English story and just shadow the first 3 sentences. It felt like a warm-up for my brain.
Laughing. I love that. Coffee shadowing. By the time you finish your coffee, your English mouth is awake. You are ready for the world. You have killed the toddler voice before breakfast.
It makes me feel so powerful. No more frozen brain, just a warm, ready mouth.
But here is the ruthless truth. Even with the mirror, you will still make mistakes, and that is okay.
Surprised. Great? Why is it great to make mistakes, Knox?
Smiling, because a mistake is just your brain asking a question. It's saying, is this the right way? If you never make a mistake, you never get a click. Click. The mirror is the place where you can make 100 mistakes and learn 100 things in 5 minutes.
I learned that when I stopped trying to be perfect, I started to be fluent. Perfect is the enemy of the subconscious.
Yes, perfect is for the thinking brain. Fluent is for the subconscious brain. The subconscious doesn't care if you say he go instead of he goes. It only cares that the communication is moving.
Once I accepted my mistakes, the pressure disappeared. I felt free.
So, here is your mission for part 3. Go to the mirror, find a 30-second clip of English, shadow it, look at your mouth, smile at yourself. Realize that you are not a toddler. You are a genius in training.
To the audience, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to go shadow Knox's intro.
Laughing. Watch out, I talk fast. But wait, we have the map, we have the mouth, but there is one final piece.
What is it?
Whispering, the status. How do you take this mirror voice and use it to stand tall in a room full of native speakers? How do you make them listen to you even if your English isn't perfect?
That is the hardest part, the social fear.
It's the social fear, and in part 4, we are going to kill it forever. I'm going to show you the status shift. It's the final step to becoming a C1 speaker.
I can't wait. This was the part that made me feel like I finally arrived.
Get your mirror ready. Part 4 is the final breakthrough. Enough. Enough saying sorry for my bad English. Every time you say those words, you are building a wall around your brain. You are telling the world, I am small, I am a child, please don't listen to me. Today, in the final part of our relaunch series, we are going to kill that sorry forever. We are moving from the prison to the throne.
Oh, Knox, I needed to hear that. I used to say sorry more than I said hello. I thought I was being polite, but really, I was just being afraid. I was telling everyone that my thoughts were not important because my grammar was not perfect.
But your thoughts are important, Leia. A language is just a tool to share your soul. If you have a beautiful soul, but you speak with a small voice, no one will see the beauty. Today, we are talking about the status shift. This is the final piece of the map.
Status? That sounds like a big word, Knox. Does it mean I have to be a boss or a movie star?
No! Status is a feeling. It's how you stand. It's how you look at people. It's the energy you bring to the room. You can have the best grammar in the world, but if your status is low, people will ignore you. But you can make 10 mistakes in 1 minute, and if your status is high, People will listen to every word.
I've seen that. I saw a traveler once who only knew 5 words of English, but he was so happy and confident that everyone wanted to talk to him.
Exactly. He had high status. His brain was mapped to connection, not to correction. The concept, the sorry trap.
Leia nodded. So, how do we stop the sorry habit? It feels like it's stuck in my throat.
You have to realize that native speakers don't care about your grammar as much as you think they do. Think about it. When a friend tells you a very funny story, do you stop them to fix their past tense?
No, I'm too busy laughing.
Precisely. The goal of English is not accuracy, the goal is impact. When you apologize for your English, you are breaking the magic of the conversation. You are saying, look at my mistakes, instead of, look at my ideas.
Oh, so I was actually being rude by apologizing.
In a way, yes, you are taking the attention away from the story and putting it on your toddler voice. To map English to your subconscious for the long term, you have to accept that you are a full human being who just happens to be using a different language.
I want that feeling. I want to stand tall. But Knox, what happens when I forget a word? That is when the status disappears. I start to sweat, I look at the floor.
That is the moment of truth. That is where you use the 3-second silence.
Wow, that felt very powerful.
Did you notice? I didn't say anything, but I didn't look afraid. I looked like I was thinking. When you forget a word, most learners make a noise. Sorry. This is low status noise.
I am the queen of
Well, today you are the queen of silence. Next time you forget a word, just stop. Look the person in the eye. Smile a little bit. Take a breath. In those 3 seconds, your subconscious supercomputer is working. It's searching the map. Because you are relaxed, the door is open.
And because I look confident, the other person waits for me. They don't think I'm bad at English, they think I'm deep.
Yes, silence is a sign of power. Only people with high status are comfortable with silence. When you use the 3-second silence, you are telling your brain and the world, I am in control. The word will come when it's ready.
Is there a physical trick for this, Knox?
Yes, I call it the open body map. When we are afraid, we close, we cross our arms, we look down, we make our bodies small to protect ourselves.
Like a turtle going into its shell.
Exactly. But you can't be a turtle and a genius at the same time. To map confidence, you must open your body. Shoulders back, chin up, hands open. When your body is open, your brain receives a signal, we are safe. There is no danger here.
And when the brain feels safe, it can find all those mapped sounds we talked about in part 1 and 2.
Exactly. Confidence is the key that unlocks the subconscious. You can have the best map in the world, but if the door is locked by fear, you can't use it.
I tried this yesterday at the grocery store. I stood tall, I looked the clerk in the eye, and I said, "Have a great day." I didn't worry about my accent. I just felt big.
And how did it feel?
It felt amazing. The clerk smiled back and said, "You too." It was such a small moment, but I felt like I had won a gold medal.
Now, everyone, listen. This is the final secret. To truly be free in English, you need a social persona.
A persona? Like a mask?
Not a mask, a version of you. Think of your favorite English actor or singer, maybe someone who is very cool and calm.
I like Meryl Streep. She is so elegant and careful with her words.
Perfect. When you speak English, don't be scared, Leia. Be Meryl Leia. Use her posture. Use her slow way of talking. Use her smile.
I'm going to go to the mirror and practice being Meryl.
It works because it takes the ego out of the way. If Meryl Leia makes a mistake, it's okay. It's just a character. It allows your subconscious to play and explore without the fear of being judged.
This is so much more fun than grammar. It's like we are building a new life, not just a new language.
That is exactly what we are doing. We have traveled a long way in these 4 parts. We learned to map words to feelings, not translations. We learned to survive the flood by listening to the music of English. We learned to use the mirror and shadowing to train our muscles. And today, we killed the sorry and learned the status shift.
Knox, I feel different. I don't feel like an English student anymore. I feel like an English speaker.
Because you are an English speaker, Leia. To everyone listening, the prison door is wide open. You have the map, you have the tools, now you just have to walk through the door.
But what if they forget what to do?
Then watch these 4 videos again, and again, and again. Let these ideas map to your subconscious until they are as natural as walking.
To the audience, guys, we believe in you. This channel is not just for learning, it's for changing how you see yourself.
This is just the beginning of our relaunch. We have many more stories and many more secrets to share. If this series helped you, please tell us your story in the comments.
Yes, tell us, what is your social persona? Who are you going to be in the mirror today?
Remember, you are not a toddler. You are a genius using a new tool. Stop studying, start performing.
I'm going to go perform right now. Goodbye, everyone.
Keep mapping, keep speaking. We'll see you in the next story.
You can do it. Believe in the map.
See you soon, geniuses! Music ends with a loud, powerful boom sound.